Hi friends, my name is Renu and I am here to teach you science subject. So students, everyone needs food in our daily lives. It may be in a different varieties. We need food as a fuel in our body. I means that it acts as a fuel in our body. Suppose a running vehicle needs a food in our body. What the running vehicle needs? It needs a fuel. So in this way, our body also needs the fuel to work because it provides energy to play because it also requires the energy. So this food item may be of different types like vegetables, fruits, rice, etc. etc. Okay. So now you can see in this pandemic situation, many of the people have the weak immune system. So to improve the immune system, our body requires all the types of nutrients we need. So now today in this chapter, we are going to study about the different types of components of food. So today I'm going to share a small PPT about the components of food. So let us start with the slide show that is components of food. Yes. So chapter number 2, components of food. The food item provides us with nutrients which are required our body, energy, bodybuilding, and wear and tear of the tissues. Okay, now you must be thinking food. What is exactly food? A food is one of the basic requirement or a substance which is required for every organism. It is required for growth, development, and wear and tear of the tissues of the body. Okay, so we will learn that selection of right food makes a balanced meal. That is a proper diet. Also, food is a nutritive substance taken by an organism for repairing and maintenance of the life processes. We can eat food as in a raw or in a cooked way. Just as a petrol fuel for our car, in the same way food is a fuel for our body. Now we are going to learn about what are nutrients. Why we require nutrients for our body? Nutrients are the essential thing for our body. So let's move forward to the next slide to see the major types of nutrients. What is a nutrient, children? The components are called nutrients which are essential for our body, and the nutrients are the chemical substances present in food that nourish the body. Or in another way we can say a chemical substance in food that helps to maintain the body and its functions. How does the body use the nutrients? So first in the form of energy, also it requires to grow and to repair the wear and tear tissues of our body and also to maintain the basic bodily functions. So our food contains essential components that are required by our body and these components are called the nutrients. So now we are going to see the major nutrients present in our food. So which are these major nutrients present in the food items? Let us go ahead and see. The first nutrient of the components of the food is carbohydrates. Second is fats. Third is proteins, minerals, water, roughage and vitamins. These all are the important nutrients which we need our body to grow. So again I am going to discuss about the food. It is the group of edible substances which provides the energy to all the living beings and repairs the old tissues and build the new tissues. So children, you have got hurt somewhere. So to heal that, what your body needs, you need the nutrients which builds the new tissues in your body. Okay, so we'll see one by one all the different various components of food which are needed to our body. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, water, fiber, vitamins and minerals. Also, not least, but the two last important nutrients are roughage and Water. This is also important to our body because you know that 70% of our body is full of water. So this is also one important nutrient which we need. So now we are going to see the classification of food. So what are the classification of foods? Various food components have grouped or categorized into three classes. First is energy giving food which provides us lot of energy, that is carbohydrates and fats. Okay, so energy giving food are which children? Carbohydrates and fats. Bodybuilding food, proteins and protective food categorized into vitamins and minerals. So let us move to the next slide. Yes, classification of foods by predominant functions. I will tell you the examples of the food which gives us energy, which supply the energy to our body. That is, it is the example of carbohydrates. Which things come under the carbohydrates? What are the example of carbohydrates? Like cereals, sugars, roots, tubers, fats, and oil. And what are the bodybuilding foods? It comes under the category of proteins. That is milk, meat, poultry, eggs, fish, pulses, and groundnuts. And the next is protective foods. These foods repair the wear and tear of the tissues in our body. That is, you can say that repairing and maintenance of the foods. That is categorized into vitamins and minerals. So let us take the example, that is vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. So here is one chart. From that you will understand how the classification and the nutrients and the sources and the functions of the particular food. So now let us come to the first thing, that is energy giving food. Which are the energy giving food, children? As I told, that is the carbohydrates. It gives lot of energy when you are tired. So what food you should intake when you are tired? You can drink Glucon-D when you are playing the sports. Okay, so there are few examples of the carbohydrates in which food the carbohydrates is present. Example, rice, potato, wheat, sugar. The function of the carbohydrates is to provide the energy to our body. Again, next one is energy giving food, that is fats, but it gives more energy than the carbohydrates. Once the carbohydrates is drained out from your body, then the fat starts its work. It is stored in your body under the food. So what is the example of fats? That is butter, ghee, milk, cheese, and all the dairy products. It gives more energy compared to the carbohydrates. Third is bodybuilding energy. It is the proteins and milk, eggs, meat, fish, soybean are the examples of the proteins. It helps in building and repair of the tissues. Now next is vitamins and minerals, that is called the protective food. Example, fruits and vegetables, all the types of food that contains the vitamins and minerals which are required to your body for the normal growth and a proper development. Not least, but there are important two again nutrients, that is water and roughage. Roughage is also called the fibers. It is called the dietary fibers. Then example of this water sources are fruits and vegetables which is rich in water and it helps in digestion. Then next come to the fibers. Fibers are present in green leafy vegetables, cucumbers, and the function of this is to get rid of the undigested food. Now let us see one by one the proper energy giving foods and their examples. Some foods such as rice, wheat, etc. give us energy to work and play. Okay, and these foods are called energy giving foods. For example, the sources of the carbohydrates are wheat, rice, pigeon pea, maize, ragi, etc. Okay, so in this energy giving food, carbohydrates are present. Even cereals are rich in carbohydrates and pulses are rich in proteins. So let us take one more example. They give us energy to do work. This food contains carbohydrates, that is banana, milk, sugar, potato. And cereals like bread, corn, rice. These are all the energy giving foods. Now next is bodybuilding foods. It comes under the category of proteins. See children, when you need to do some work, proteins are very important in your body, especially when you play sports. You require a good food to eat, to intake the food like milk, eggs, etc., which will help to grow. Okay, they make our bones and muscles strong, so you will be able to play and you can consume a lot of energy from that. These foods are called the bodybuilding foods. So these all are the examples of proteins. Some foods help our body to grow. These food have substances called proteins like pulses, meat, oranges, then egg. Okay, proteins present in our meal help us to grow, maintain and repair bone or cells, which are the building blocks of our body. And growing children and sick people as they require it to grow and get well quickly. So food containing proteins are often known as bodybuilding foods. Okay, children, so can we move to the next slide? Yes. Here also they have given example. The foods that help us to grow and make our body strong are called bodybuilding foods. They contain nutrients such as proteins. Some of the examples of bodybuilding foods are egg, fish, chicken, milk, cottage cheese, and soya bean. Okay. So requirement of proteins per day depends upon the age and your body weight of an individual. The proteins obtained from animals are called animal proteins and the proteins which are obtained from plants are called plant proteins. Like plant proteins, it may contain wheat, soya beans, pulses and different types of nuts. And in animal protein, they include milk, egg, cheese, cottage cheese, fish, lobsters, meat, etc. Therefore, it is advised to give protein-rich diet to the growing children. So, if you eat more and more proteins, you will be healthier. Next comes to the protective food. What are the protective food? Okay, so some foods such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, which protect us from falling in these foods are called protective foods. As I said in the beginning of the video, that in this pandemic situation, many people, those who don't have more immunity power, or you can say their immunity system is weak, so they can get affected more easily. And the people whose immunity power is more, those who can fight with the diseases. Why? Because of the proper intake of nutrients. If the proper nutrients are present in your body, you have a strong immunity power as well as the people who do not take the proper nutrients or components present in the food like nutrients, then this person will have a weak immunity power. Okay, so you should take all the foods in a proper intake. Let us move to the next slide. Again, that is protective foods. I have shown you some examples over here. Food having vitamins and minerals are called protective foods. And you know, children, vitamins are found in vegetables, fruits, meat, apple, pear, pulses, etc. Okay. So, a few vitamins, I'll give the example like vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, iron, calcium, phosphorus, iodine. These are the 13 types of vitamins which your body is required. So these are called the protective foods. So this is a chart which will show you the carbohydrates and fats. This is an energy giving food. Proteins is the bodybuilding food. Minerals and vitamins are the protective food. Fibers and water, or you can say fibers, that is roughage and water, are the essential foods required to your body. Okay, so you should keep your diet full of nutrients and also you should do exercise, physical exercise every day to keep your body fit and healthy. So, Now, you must have understood that how the food contains different kinds of nutrients. So, thank you students for watching this video, and I hope you must all have understood the types of components of food and different types of nutrients. So if you have any queries or any queries related to this chapter number 2 components of food, we can have a discussion in the next video. So thank you so much. Bye.